Algeria today is without Abdelaziz Bouteflika as president after 20 years of his rule. In his 2 decades in power, the 82-year-old weathered many a storm, including the Arab Spring in 2011 and a stroke 2 years later that nearly took his life. On Tuesday evening, Bouteflika resigned after 6 weeks of protests in the country. There was weeks of protests, but it's really when the military decided it was going to take action did we see that resignation come through. Is this the will of the people or the will of the military here?
Well, it is apparently the military who pushed Bouteflika to resign, but of course, it's rather the will of the people. The military chief, Gaid Saleh himself, was set by Bouteflika into his position some 13 years ago, and he's known for being one of the most loyal allies of Bouteflika since ever. And even in the beginning of the protest, he tried to threaten the people and recalled them of the civil war and mentioned the situation in Libya, in Syria, the civil wars there. But that didn't succeed, and the protesters were able to gather more than 20 million in the protest in the Fridays after his speech. So I think he got afraid of his proper skin, and what he's trying now is to find a solution in order to stay in power, and the whole regime is trying to stay in power in a certain sort.